The problem states that the chemist has two solutions of HCl. One has a 40% concentration and the other has a 25% concentration. Our job is to find out how many liters of each solution must be mixed to obtain 130 liters of a 28% solution. In order to do this, I have created myself a table. The far left column is just my label column, and it is concentration, and I have a 40% concentration solution and a 25% concentration solution, and I am mixing them together to get a 28% solution. My middle column will be my number of liters, and then my last column will be my actual solution. So the first thing, I do not know how many liters of 40% concentration that I have, so I'm going to call that X. So we're going to put an X right here for number of liters for 40%. I do know that I have 130 liters of 28% solution, so I'm going to put 130 liters down here. So that means that these two here, the 40% and the 25%, have to add together to be equal to 130. So my 25% solution will be 130 minus X, because X plus 130 minus X, the X's will cancel, and that will give me 130. So the top two rows need to add together to be the bottom row. So normally when I'm doing mixture problems in a table, I multiply straight across. So to find my solution, as I take my 40%, change it to a decimal, so 0.40 times X. My second row will be 0.25 times 130 minus X, and then my last row will be 0.28 times 130. So again, I multiply straight across in my table. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my top two rows again, and they have to add together to get my bottom row. So this helps me write my equation. So my equation will be 0.40x plus 0.25 times 130 minus x is equal to 0.28 times 130. And this is the equation that I will be using to solve my problem. Solving this equation, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to distribute the 25% through. So I have 0.40x plus 25% times 130 is 32.5. And then 25% times minus x will be minus 0.25x, just distributing there. And 28% times 130 is 36.4. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to combine like terms. So 0.40x minus 0.25x will give me 0.15x plus 32.5 is equal to 36.4. Next I'm going to isolate my x. So I'm going to subtract 32.5 from both sides. So my equation becomes 0.15x is equal to 3.9. Finally, I'm going to divide by 0.15, and I end up with x equals 26. Remember, x was the number of liters at 40% concentration. So this tells me that 26 liters of the 40% concentration, and then I would take 130 minus 26 to give me 104 liters at the 25% concentration. So the 26 plus 104 should be the 130 liters total that I am going to have. And then I will have 130 liters at the 28% concentration that I need.